Today is video of the day number 14, and weather-wise, it is an absolute atrocity. It looks nice, but it's freezing. The wind is out of control, and I am not going outside. So, since people seem to like moving pellets around, to start we gotta refill this because it's running hot today because it's so bitter. And then after we do this, we're gonna move into the garage and do some work in the garage. Maybe for an hour or two. And then I think I want to try to go to that that thrift store I've talked about in the past, the one in the Red Barn. It's the one next to the other one I don't like. I can't seem to find out what the hours, the official hours are, but I did go by there on a Sunday a couple weeks ago and it was open. So today is also a Sunday, so perhaps it'll be open. It's worth a shot. It's not too far away. There is leaves flying everywhere. I didn't get anything done inside yesterday. I did work outside all day until sunset, which I knew because I did that because I knew today was not going to be feasible to go outside. What the heck? Okay. If this is completely empty, it'll fit 2 bags perfectly, but it was not completely empty, so it's gonna spill a little bit here. At this time of year, with 40s and 50 degrees, this should last about 3 days. As if it's sunny, I can shut it off during the day. Jeez, that wind is crazy. We had a lot of windy days the last couple of weeks. Okay, that will close eventually. I did buy some refrigeration stuff. I got some 458, which is supposed to be drop-in replacement for 22. Although it's kind of confusing to me because it says it harms the public health and damages the ozone. So then if R22 damages the ozone and this also damages the ozone, then what the heck is the difference? That's stupid. And then I also bought some piercing valves, which I have no idea if these will work good or not. I don't know how people are doing this. I think probably the best way to do it would be to cut the system open entirely and sweat in like proper joints, proper valves, new joints, because I don't know how that would hold up over time. But on those two units that are completely flat, I mean, there's no 22 in there, so if it leaks out, it leaks out. It's not a... I wouldn't take the risk of losing a 22 because it's so expensive at this point, but if we're talking that stuff, which isn't cheap either. That whole can, I think, was almost 300 beans, and it's only going to charge like maybe 5 or 6 5,000 BTU machines. So, I don't know. Not good. We gonna need anything down there? No, I guess not. I see the sun feels nice and warm, but with that wind, it's no good. Okay, so we have we have to do a bunch of things in here. The bats have been removed. As you can see, it looks different now. So it's all cleaned up. I went through and vacuumed the whole ceiling, so the ceiling is all clean now. And the I cleaned over there. I cleaned all the surface floor here, and I took all this out. I cleaned up behind there, you know, because some poops fell behind there, whatever. So I got all that clean up. Now I gotta take all this stuff out of here. Sound like something fell. I gotta take all this stuff out of here and clean up all this. And then lastly, I gotta take all that stuff out and clean up all that. So yeah, it's gonna take some time. So I want to at least get this done this morning. Maybe if I can get all this done, then we'll go to the we'll try to go to that store afterwards just to break up the monotony. So I got some air conditioners here. This is not the one from the living room. This is, I thought it was the same model, right? I thought it was an 18K, and I get there and I look at the plug. I said, ah, geez, it's a 120 volt plug. I was hoping it was at least maybe a 15 because it's a big machine. Although 15 is pushing it on 120 volts. It's only a 12. So I was hoping that would work for the living room, but it's not going to serve as a spare for the living room because it's not big enough. It works. Well, I'll probably throw it in the kitchen maybe, but I still have a problem for the living room. I thought it was going to be okay because Van reached out to me and said that he has a cover for that carrier, but it's not for the right size. I don't know if maybe it's for a 12 or whatever other sizes they made. It's 2 inches too small, so no good. And I would use the carrier in here without the cover on it, but I'm not putting it in the living room without the cover. It's just not cosmetically appealing, although at the same time I'm not sure a chintzy plastic white unit is really any more cosmetically appealing, so I'll have to figure that one out. I want to test the 18K today. I got to get it in here. I'm going to test the 18K today and see if it works. I know that there's going to be some problems. At bare minimum, I expect the fan to be locked up. At worst, the charge is gone. I know last year, towards the end of the year, it wasn't coming back cold, so it wasn't, it doesn't have as much in there as it should. But I'm not sure that I'll be able to add any gas either, because the condenser is shot and then the bottom couple inches don't even work anymore. So the pressure is going to start getting out of control if you start adding a lot of gas. So I don't know what to do with that thing. I think to really fix it, I'd have to get a new condenser in there. And as much as I like the machine, I don't think it's worth that. Worth replacing the whole condenser. Eventually I gotta undo all this stuff here and put a pegboard on here, run some wiring, and make this a little more useful. But that's gonna come later on, not today. I think that this wire here is a direct run into the box, so I could replace that with a 12-2 and get a 20 amp outlet in here, because that outlet, like I suspected, is just tacked off the living room. So gotta figure out what to do with the electrical in here. Now some of this stuff under here probably should get canceled out. Try to get some video on those air conditioners today. A lot of miscellaneous tools in here. See, a lot of this stuff came from my aunt and uncle's house, and the problem was it was like you can have what you want, but you got to get it out of there like in 10 minutes. So I kind of just grabbed anything that might be useful, and most of this is like, it's all good tools, right? It's just, it's a disorganized disaster. So I just have to go through here and sort it out. Like, this is all good stuff. We got levels and saws and blades and new sandpaper and stuff that I would use. That's a good working, you know, good stuff in good condition. But it's there's just no rhyme or reason to it. We got a battery charger here, so it's good stuff, but it just needs to be cleaned up and organized, because it's not helpful the way it is right now. It's the same story with this box, although I think this box has some more junk in it than the other box does. This is another box of junk. Oh, there's some pretty cool stuff in here though. We got old oil cans, miscellaneous electrical stuff. I'm not sure what that is. Real old bottle of the blue can. 3-in-1, it's full too. I don't know how good the oil is anymore though. Mystery oil. So there's some neat stuff in there too. I really should go through all this stuff on video. I still can't believe I found this thing in the trash. This is great. I use this thing all the time. Fantastic piece of equipment. This is supposed to go with this pump. Not exactly sure how it goes on there, but is it just, I don't know. I'll deal with that later. Pretty sure this also came from my uncle as well. I used this a couple times on the lawnmower. Nice old motor. Still works. Bearings are still good. A little bit noisy, but still run free. It's very heavy. I'm not sure what this is. I think it has something to do with the fire pit that's on the deck. This is an artifact from the old location. I want to clean this out and put it up somewhere. Who the heck knows what's in there? I don't even want to know. And this is coal for that fire pit. I wonder if I could use this. Might be able to use this on the east side. I'll have to check it. I could probably use that. Got sodium bulbs. And let's see, we got miscellaneous. I think that's from my uncle too. Oh, this stuff is nasty. Got coil cleaner, I'll be using that soon enough. That's a slow crate. And lastly we have some mulch, which also we'll be using soon enough. I think I'm going to put this somewhere else. I'm not going to put this back here. It doesn't make sense. Not good. That's a nail, I think, is it? No, it's not a nail. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I want to put this mulch somewhere else. There's no reason to have it in the garage. It's wasting space. I'll deploy it this spring anyways, so I think it can sit outside for a few weeks. keep it on the deck and cover it up so it doesn't get wet. And that should be fine. Huh, well, that's strange. I guess that lubrication attracts gnats. That is very strange. Whatever, okay. Now we can do the vacuuming. And the vacuum hose is over there. I knew I shouldn't have covered that up. Oh, I think I can still get it. That's kind of dangerous. Huh. Coming apart. Not good. I'll have to fix that. Okay, that's that. The bench is cleaned up now. We got plenty of battery and charge left. So now I'll just put all this stuff back for now, just until I get around to it, because it doesn't really impair the work. I don't want unsorted boxes of stuff here, but it doesn't prevent me from working at this table and fixing air conditioners in here and so forth, so it'll just go back for now. You gotta be kidding me. You're not gonna believe what just happened. What a stinking joke. This box does not close properly. I think it's missing the handles, that's why. Okay. Ugh. It's just gonna keep happening. It's not the first time that's spilled. Just have to get new dirt. Whatever. You know what? It doesn't even make sense to have this separate thing. I mean, it might as well just all go in here. It already has no rhyme or reason as it is. Yeah, I could have used these hooks for something the other day. I can't remember now what it was. Well, I think I'm going to use those soon. Oh, cheese. This is all coming apart here. That's not super useful. Gotta tape up this box. For now, I'll just put it in here. Shouldn't spill any more in there. Now I could do something else with this bucket. The handle's not super useful, but I'm sure I could use it for something. And same thing with this. I will just put all this stuff in here. Those stuff I have a place for, so we'll put it in there. These are all plastic, but you know what? They probably still work. This could use some oil, but I think it would still work. That seems pretty copacetic. These gaskets are so soft. So is that one. All this stuff probably works just fine. That vacuum needs a new filter. Okay. Might as well put this plumbing stuff in there. I may actually use this soon because I'm going to put a sink in here, so I'll keep that. And this goes with, this looks like a dishwasher hookup. At least one side of it does. This is nice heavy duty cord. Is this 12? Yeah, this might be 12 gauge. It's water resistant, so we could use it outside. Yeah, 12 gauge. So there's two pieces here. This was a trash find. Is there 2 or 3 pieces here? 3. These would make some good air conditioner cords. Or good extension cords, real heavy duty extension cords. Ow. Okay. That's better. All that stuff is now in one place. It's still a mess and kind of serves no purpose yet, but it's better than it was. I'd like to put the vacuum under here if it fits. It fits. Although actually what would make more sense is to not even put it in the box and just have it there, because there's no reason to move it every time I want to use it. Well, I'll figure that out later. I used to keep stuff like this, but I don't think I'm going to anymore. It's just not going to serve any foreseeable purpose. Maybe these two pieces could. There's a decent size, but this is all busted up. I think the pressure washer was under there before. I think this comes apart, but I just don't really remember how, and I don't really feel like fiddling with it too much. Yeah, it ain't worth the time. This leaf blower was under there at one point. I'm not sure if I can get it to go back or not. Let's see. It's a very tight fit. Just barely clears. It's really annoying. An annoying height because it doesn't quite fit. Probably should just put this somewhere else because this is too annoying to keep dealing with that. Well, for now I'll just put it under here, I guess. Better places for all that stuff too, but I just have to figure it out. I think this is supposed to go on here. Oh, I see why it's not working. The screws have got to come off. Or does it go this way? It goes this way, but the screws still have to come off. Alright, I'll fix that. Alright, that's good. It's all clean now. It's better. Let's take a break for lunch and then we'll go to that store. It's so bitter out here today. It's deplorable. I'm gonna make a pretty simple, relatively healthy lunch today. Pizza. I'll have one piece of pizza that I have left over, and we'll have some turkey, and I have some carrots from last night that I fell asleep before I finished. So we'll have those. The pizza will only take a minute or two, so I'll eat the pizza and the carrots while the turkey finishes heating. Okay, we are en route to the store now, and it's still very cold, very windy, not good. I have no idea if it's going to be open or not. There's really no way I know of to find out other than to go. So this could be a waste, but we gotta give it a shot. I suppose if it's shut, I could always just stop at the OK Will. Although I don't even know if they're open on Sunday. I don't know. I also don't know if there's going to be any air conditioners here. I know there have been plenty of fans in the past. I bought fans there before, but I don't know about the air conditioners. I feel like I remember there being some, but at the time that I had gone, you know, I mean, I haven't been there in many years. At the time I went, there wasn't, I wasn't really interested in air conditioners yet. So if there was any, I probably wouldn't have paid any attention. So, yeah. We'll just have to see. Daffodils are coming up everywhere. It's usually one of the first flowers in the spring. Wow, those two houses over there got built already. Oh, it went up real quick. It was a couple, not even a month, and those was up. Wow. Stuff. Looks like there was a free piece of audio equipment, like an old 3-in-1 turntable or something. Well, we'll peep that on the way back. It did rain yesterday, so I'm not sure that that stuff is going to be in good shape. I guess it depends on when it was put out. Sodium streetlights is still on for some reason. Must be a bad sensor or something. it's open. Look at that. I made out today. It's actually open. Cool. Alright, well, let's go see what we got. Should be able to film it here. I don't see why not. I'll bring the camera. Alright, just got done here at the store. Made out pretty good. I'll show what I got when I return home. One of the items is confusing. So I talked to the woman that was working at the register. I don't know if it was the guy's, I think it might have been the guy's daughter. And she said that they're open on the weekends 10 to 2, which is kind of confusing to me because it's 2:30 and they're open. But whatever, so I know now. Come back on the weekends. There was no air conditioners at the store at the moment, but I asked the lady if they had any, and the owner mentioned it. There was some at a warehouse somewhere that he would bring over and come back and take a look. So I will continue to visit this place on the weekends. Prices were super reasonable. The lady charged me for less than everything was marked for. I had no idea why. That's just what she did. Go to this place here, they charge you twice what it's marked for. I'm done with that place. I ain't going there no more. But this place was good. We can frequent this place. It's pretty close. They got good stuff and the prices are reasonable. So maybe we'll make that a weekend ordeal. Anyways, so that's good. I bought 3 things. I got a fan, which is, I don't even know what the heck it is. It's the strangest thing I've seen in a long time. I got a telephone, and I got some cool 90s computer power bar. Everything was 10 beans, and she put it down at 25, no tax. So, not a bad deal at all. It's still windy, but it feels like it's getting a little warmer. Maybe the wind is cut down a bit. Jeez, this is really taking a long time. it's on video, but that lamppost right there, we're gonna go by it on the right. That's the one I want for the driveway. That lamppost right there, that kind. And they got some here on the left. I don't know if they're in the video frame or not, but that's the style of post I want to put next to the driveway. So the free junk is, oh, it's got speakers too. I feel like I should grab that, but I don't know. I guess I could use it in the could use it in a laundry area, I suppose. Now let's see. I gotta turn around here. This is the most expensive gas station I know of in the area. I have never gone here. I don't know how they've lasted 10 years and nobody can afford to buy stinking gas. You know what? I'll just go, I can go right in here. I grabbed the receiver, but nothing else there was worth anything to me. The speakers was all foam rotted beyond all recognition. I don't even know if the receiver is gonna work, but it's one of those 3-in-1 units with the tape player, the phonograph, and the radio. All right, let's take a look at what we got here. So we have the normal items. We have the General Electric 12 number memory speaker phone, the General Electric 29320A, made in Malaysia. This is the Thompson Consumer Electronics telephone. I like these handsets, and I remember my grandparents used to have General Electric telephones a lot, and I remember these buttons. So we have this, the telephone, and we have this, which, I mean, the box alone is worth hanging on a wall. Power Play Products computer power bar. And then the bizarre item is this. Which at first, like, oh, it's a 3733. Huh? And then it gets even weirder. The tuna can motor. This is 3723C model number. And I don't see a date stamp on there anywhere. This is made in USA. And it appears to be horrifically out of balance. Wow. 1.1 amps. The plug. Is it a fuse plug? I guess it is. I don't know. It's bizarre. It's a bizarre plug. I can't tell if it's a fuse plug or not. But what the heck is this? It's like a bizarre combination of multiple different models. Very, very strange. And then this was the free receiver. Which has a turntable. I think this I don't know if it's, oh, it doesn't look broken. Must be missing something somewhere. Oh yeah, it's missing a little tab there, so that doesn't open and close quite right. But this is what it looked like. It's a York. And it looks like it's got some cool early digital stuff on there. Audio compact style stereo sound system. And we got phonograph, tape. So that's kind of interesting. It looks like it definitely saw a rainstorm, so who knows if it works. Now this might have got all corroded perhaps, I don't know. Well, anyways, I don't know, for free we'll give it a shot. If nothing else, I'll just cancel it back. So, the thrift store was well worth going to, and I will revisit again next week because the woman told me to come back because they'll get the air conditioners. So maybe that'll turn out to be a good source of air conditioners. Who knows? But anyways, that was 25 beans for those three things. That's pretty reasonable. Okay, so now we got to finish working here in the garage. The next thing to do is going to be to pull all this stuff out, clean here, and then put it back. This shouldn't take long because there's not much there. And then I want to put the ladders back over there, which is why the car is crooked. And then I got to clean over there. And it's going to take some time, but we'll get it done. It looks like the wind is letting up a little bit, so I think I'm going to go outside and clear some more brush. Not for long, maybe just an hour or so, and then I'll move on to the garage. I just got done outside. It's very dry. It was showing 1% humidity was our low. That's outrageous. It was showing 15% before. Oh, there it goes. Now it's back to 15. I rarely see it go below 16. I don't know if that's some kind of anomaly with the equipment or if that's what it actually is, but it's very dry. And in fact, it turned out to be a very nice evening. Is this camera lens dirty? It turned out to be a very nice evening. The wind stopped. The sun was strong. And so I spent a lot more time outside than I anticipated, but I was making good progress, so I just kept going. So tomorrow, if the weather is good, I don't know if it's supposed to be decent tomorrow or not, but the next time the weather is good, I will chip up all those branches there, and I've been putting the chips behind the fence. I'll go take a look now. I've been putting the chips over here. I'm going to go all the way over if I have enough, if I can make enough. It just looks really nice. Nice clean area now. Major improvement from the way that it was. Major. I'm still pulling various bits of trash out of here. An interesting piece over there. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But this is the progress so far. It's starting to look really nice back here. I gotta go through and rake it and pull these leaves out. It looks all disturbed now because I was walking through there, but once it's cleaned, it'll be much nicer. And this is really cool back here. When I bought the house, I knew there was some kind of water, but I didn't know the extent of what was here. This is much more than I thought there was. This is a really neat, captivating, tranquil area. What a treat to have this right in the backyard. So obviously got a lot more work to do here, but this is coming out nice. I kind of gotta wait for the leaves to come on before I start cleaning out over here, because I don't want to take anything down that blocks that mess over there. It just got really cold now that the sun's set. I dug this out today from back there. It was 19 and a half or 1923, 1921. It's sounds like cast iron, very heavy. Make a really neat fan. Looks like a big tornado blade. Obviously it's a water prop, but it's still kind of interesting. A couple chips missing, so it might not be in good balance. You need a pretty heavy duty motor to spin that up, but that is kind of neat. I'll definitely do something with it, even if it's just cosmetic. Alright, I think a package came in while I was outside. So let's go take a look at that. I think I know what it is. We actually got multiple packages. So let's see what we got here. Oh man, it is dry in here. I gotta put the vaporizers on. So this box, I think, is some leaves. Okay. Made in China. Oh boy. Hopefully these work. Yeah, all this plastic film. All this plastic film. All this plastic film. Another plastic bag inside here. At least this is a reusable one. Well, I guess I cut too deep now. I can't reuse it. That kind of stinks. This would have been a nice bag. So here's some leaves, which are much smaller than I anticipated. And I think they'd put them in the other way so that the consumer could actually get them out of the package. So my thought with these was I would use these to rebuild these two plants I have out here, right? Because the leaves are just shot. I got to get new leaves. So I figured I'd replace it with palm leaves. And I had envisioned leaves kind of like on that tree over there. Those are huge. I mean, these are pretty small. I'm not sure that this is really going to work. I mean, these aren't bad. I think that these should hold up for a little while. They seem like they're all plastic. Well, I mean, I guess that is pretty wide if you had it on both sides. Alright, maybe we'll go with these. These are pretty economical, so I guess I'll order a few more of those and I'll rebuild the tree with that. I wanted something bigger like that, but then now I'm thinking about it, it would be obnoxious if it was that big, so it's probably just as well. Alright, so we'll get more of those leaves. I don't remember what this stuff is. More plastic film. Rice scoops from Japan. And more plastic film. Made with 50% recycled content. Well, the recycled content is just going to go right back into the landfill. Here we go. More leaves. So these leaves are for... Oh, these are too big. These leaves are for my my fig tree there in the middle. This is all bent up here. What the heck? Because there's like, I think only 1 or 2 leaves left on there, I'm just gonna delete everything that's there and just replace it with this one, because it's not worth the trouble. And now that I've put money into these things, I'm going to make sure that I bring them inside when we get a rain or a windstorm. Now these are plastic. They're 40 outside, but you know, we all know how plastic holds up outside. Yeah, this looks nice. That's satisfactory. It'll pretty much replace what's there. I think what's there at 3 stems is obviously was nicer than this, but thus I can afford this, so this is fine. Alright, so that was generally successful. It's not successful as the cleanliness of my floor. So that's that. I'm getting hungry now. I don't feel like spending the time to make a nice dinner because I have other things I want to do tonight. So I'm just going to have cereal, which is not something I often do for dinner. I'm going to have these frosted wheat things. Something about these, when you're hungry after doing a lot of work outside, these just smack. So I'm going to have these, and then I'll come back on the video. I'm going to wrap up the video now. The only things left that I'm going to do today is I gotta wash the dishes, I gotta wash some clothes, and I gotta do a personal favor for somebody, and all of those things require music, so I'm not going to record those. And speaking of music, I just realized that I forgot to record the I forgot to show the thrift store, and the reason being is because when I got in there, they was playing music, and can't do a video if there's music because the copyright police will come arrest my video and put it in jail. So I was going to take some pictures instead and just narrate over it afterwards, but I found the box fan right away, and I was distracted because I was excited to actually find something interesting for once around here, and so I just forgot to take pictures. So that's why there was no image of the thrift store. But I will be back there again probably next weekend, and I will try to remember to take some photographs. So that's that. Everything is all out of place in here because I'm going to vacuum the floors, and I am going to film that, but I'm going to do it in its own separate video. So that's it for today. Next couple of projects I want to do is replace the leaves on those things on the deck because it's almost time to use the deck. I got to put the lights out on the deck, go back to the summer lights because the deck looks very bland without them. And I have to change, well, I don't have to, I would like to change the lighting in here because it's just not quite bright enough for my preference. And I will give a quick preview of what's going to be going in here. You can see it somewhat right there. It is called cathode, and that's all I will say about it. So you'll have to wait for upcoming videos to see what exactly that is.